only real Radcliffe memory is from when we were stuck together alone in the middle of the desert in Iraq. Radcliffe showed me this taunting letter his wife had written him. She promised to divorce him the minute he returned home, if he returned home. I had a hard time feeling sorry for him. We were alone in a 40-ton vehicle in the middle of the desert, stuck somewhere in Iraq. And trying to find someone who had been disappeared or exploded or, oh no wait, that they were just broken down. It was some guys who lived on top of a brick mountain overlooking the Tigris or the Euphrates. It must have been, yeah. They adopted a stray dog, and they lived on that mountain for a while. We've been up to that same place a few other times. I don't remember. Radcliffe was the guy who married a girl after everyone else on the barracks floor had already fucked her over the course of 1 week. Something like 20 people. The entire barracks floor had fucked the same girl in 1 week, and then she ran off to marry the last guy in line. Radcliffe. Their marriage had not been a success. He actually expected her to be faithful. Girls like that marry guys like Radcliffe. The truck we were in had broken down on our way to pick up some other guys who'd also broken down somewhere further along the way. Was that the story? We were stuck somewhere. The dispatch radio told us we had to wait 2 days before someone here or there could come to reinforce us. The only thing we had to do was talk to one another, and I don't remember much of what he said. There were so many other guys like Radcliffe. The only thing I remember is the way he couldn't stand hearing Willie Nelson on the little boombox radio thing I brought to play my tapes from home. The tapes were more resilient than compact discs in the desert. We sort of started to not hate one another after a while, but I don't remember anything we said or what it was like being in the Army. And it was 9 years ago now. I'm fucking old. The dates and the conversations all blur over and bleed into one another. It's the way things go. A few days before that day out in the desert, I had taken one of the pills some of the Iraqis in black robes sold to us on nights when we'd wait around through our 18-hour shifts standing with guns. I was so high, I couldn't even recognize two-dimensional shapes. And I imagined red feathers falling from the sky. We were walking around on top of an abandoned prison full of evidence of torture. I kept sidestepping away from things that weren't even there. I kept hallucinating. It wasn't fun. It felt woozy, and I felt sick. Then before I knew it, I was with Radcliffe, stuck in the middle of nowhere in a giant truck. These 12 or 15 local Iraqi men walked up to her truck. They were friendly, but we didn't speak the same language. They served us hot tea in the middle of the day. And we made gestures like animals. I played chess with someone. He won the first 2 games, but I won the third. He was a gloating winner and a furious loser. They must have said something to him, the Iraqi guy, about losing a game of chess to a guy like me. I was still brain damaged from, the mysterious pill from a few days before. And all of the Iraqis, they knew it. Everyone was laughing at me, and then this person milled past with a knife and stabbed Radcliffe. Radcliffe was terrified and screamed and fired rounds in the air, and everyone scattered. It was like a prison movie. Then we used the dispatch radio to contact emergency air support, and some planes came flying through about 20 minutes later, blasting everything in the road. But I don't know if they got the person that stabbed Radcliffe. I got to go home a few weeks after that.